Let's now define the next term, that is closed set. Now this closed set is defined in terms of open set. Let's see how. Again, all those formality first. Suppose XD is a metric space and say F is subset of X. Then F is said to be closed set or simply closed if its complement in X, F complement, that is X minus F, is open in X. So if complement of a set is open, we say that set is closed. Remember, when we are saying just closed, we mean closed set. Let's start with one very simple example. Take your X to be set of real number R and your D is your usual metric, that means distance between 2 points A and B is mod A minus B. Here what we want to prove is any closed interval say A comma B is closed. That means it is a closed set. So let's try to prove this. Here our set F is closed interval AB. We want to prove this is a closed set. That means we would like to prove its complement is open. Let's first visualize the real number line. So here is say your A and here is say your B. Now we want to prove F complement is open. So let any point X belong to F complement. If X belongs to F complement, it has two options. It either lies in this region or it lies in this region. If your X lies in this region, that means your X is less than A. And if X lies in this region, your X is greater than B. That means you can say either your X is less than A or X is greater than B. So let's consider the first case. Say X is less than A. If X is less than A, I want to find an R such that open ball centered at X of radius R totally lies inside F complement. That means it does not intersect my closed interval A comma B. So what I can do, I can take distance between X and A as my radius R. And then if I draw BXR around X, it will not intersect my interval A comma B. So let R equal to distance between X and A, that is mod X minus A. But as you can see, X is less than A. So mod X minus A you can say is equal to A minus X, and this is greater than 0. Then consider BXR, that means open ball centered at X of radius R. It will be open interval X minus R comma X plus R. Now I want to verify that this interval, open interval X minus R comma X plus R, does not intersect with my closed interval A comma B. That means it totally lies in my F complement. Since X was already less than A, so X minus R will be less than A only. Now I want to see what is the value of X plus R. R is A minus X, so X plus R is X plus A minus X. And this is equal to open interval X minus R comma A. That means this BXR does not intersect with the closed interval A comma B, and hence you can say it lies in F complement. Similarly, if your X is greater than B, then choose your R to be distance between B and X. Then let R to be distance between B and X, and that distance is X minus B. Mod of X minus B, we know that X is greater than B, so it is X minus B, and this is greater than 0. So here open ball centered at x of radius r. Again it is open interval x minus r comma x plus r. Since x is greater than b, I know x plus r is greater than b. I want to find out what is x minus r. So x minus r will be x minus x plus b comma x plus r, and this is equal to b comma open interval b comma x plus r. That means this also does not intersect with my closed interval a comma b. So it totally lies inside f complement. So here also my bxr totally lies in f complement. So this implies my f complement is open, and in turn that will imply my closed interval a comma b is closed set. Now let's see our next example. It says any finite subset of a metric space is closed. Let's try to prove it. Say xd is your metric space and f is subset of x which is finite. So say f is equal to some a1, a2, an. So it's a finite set. I want to prove it is a closed set. That means I want to prove its complement is open. So let x belongs to f complement. Let's try to visualize it. Say here is your set f. It contains finitely many points, say a1, a2 up to say an, and here is an point x which lies in f complement. I want to find an open ball centered at x of some radius r which will totally lie inside f complement only. That means it should not contain any of the points a1, a2 or an. What will I do? I will take distance of x from a1. Then I will take distance of x from a2. In that way a3, a4 all up till a9. And if I choose my r to be less than all these distances, remember a1, a2, an, these are finite points. So d of x comma a1, d of x comma a2, you have finite choices for d of x comma ai. So if I choose my r to be minimum of all these distances, since these distances are finite, minimum will exist, then it will naturally neither contain a1 nor a2 nor a3 nor an. That means it will totally lie inside my f complement. So let's try to work out this idea. So let r equal to minimum of distances between x comma ai. I is lying between 1 to n, and minimum exists because there are finitely many d of x comma ai. Why there are finitely many d of x comma ai? Because choices for ai are finite. There are only finite number of ais. Now once we have chosen our r, we would like to show that open ball bxr is subset of f complement only. So on contrary, say some aj for some j lying between 1 and n belongs to open ball bxr. What does it mean? It will imply distance between x and aj is strictly less than r. But r is minimum of all the d of x comma ai. So in particular it is less than d of x comma aj. So your r is less equal d of x comma aj. So what does it imply? D of x comma aj is strictly less than d of x comma aj. But this is contradiction. A number cannot be less than itself. Therefore, no AI can belong to BXR. That means no element of F can be a member of open ball BXR, and that means your BXR totally lies in F complement. And that proves F complement is open, and that will mean your finite set F is a closed set. Many a times we confused and we say that if set is not open it is closed, but it is not the case. There are sets which are neither open nor closed, and there are sets which are both open as well as closed. So let's try to see such examples. So say your XD is a discrete metric space, okay, and say F is any subset of X. We want to show it is closed. If F is subset of X, naturally F complement is also a subset of X. But we know in discrete metric space every set is open. In discrete metric space, every set is open. That means you can say F complement is open in X. And what does it mean? F is closed in X. So every subset of a discrete metric space is closed. In fact, every subset of a discrete metric space is open as well as closed. Now let's see one example where a set is neither open nor closed. So take your X to be set of real numbers R and D be your usual metric, and take your set A as interval closed at 0, open at 1. We would like to show this set is neither open nor closed. So let's visualize this on real number line. So here is your 0 and here is your 1. First, we would like to show it is not open. For that, what we can do, we can take our element 0. This 0 belongs to our set A. So if you take any open ball centered at 0, it will not lie inside A. It will go outside of A also. Therefore, A is not open. And now if you want to show A is not closed, you would like to show A complement is not open. For that, you can take point 1. 1 lies in the complement of A. But if you take any open ball centered at 1, it will intersect A also. That means A complement is not open. That will imply A is not closed. So let's write it. So you can say 0 belong to A. For any R greater than 0, open ball centered at 0 of radius R equal to open interval minus R comma R. Since it contains negative numbers also, it will not be a subset of closed 0, open 1. What does it mean? Your closed 0, open 1 is A. So any open ball centered at 0 is not subset of A. That will imply A is not open. Now we would like to show A complement is also not open. So note that 1 belong to A complement. And for any R greater than 0, open ball B0R is equal to open interval 1 minus R comma 1 plus R. Now since it is 1 minus R, it contains some elements of A. So it does not lie inside A complement totally, and that will imply A complement is not open, and hence you can say A is not closed. So we have seen there are sets which are neither open nor closed, and there are sets which are both open as well as closed.